Some people don't burn out because they're weak. They burn out because they're always dependable. It's a role that often feels like a strength, a sign of competence. Being the reliable one doesn't seem like a problem, which is why its true cost takes so long to notice. This isn't about a dramatic collapse. It's about a quiet, slow erosion that happens under the surface, while everyone, including you, sees only strength. So, what does it truly mean to be the reliable one? It means you're the person who always shows up. When a crisis hits at work or in the family, you're the first one called because people know you'll handle it. It means you manage problems quietly, without drawing attention to your own effort or stress. You don't complain, you just get it done. It also means you rarely, if ever, ask for help. The idea of reaching out and saying, "I can't handle this," feels foreign, almost like a failure. You've become the emotional anchor for your friends, family, or colleagues. They come to you with their problems, and you listen, you absorb, you provide stability. On the surface, this looks admirable. It looks like pure strength and responsibility. Society rewards this behavior. You get praised for being so capable, so trustworthy, so strong. And for a long time, it feels good. It feels like you're contributing, like you're valuable. The problem is, this role is a one-way street. No one consciously assigns you this role. It forms gradually, almost by accident. It often starts in childhood or early in a career. Maybe you were the older sibling who took care of things, or the new employee who went the extra mile to prove yourself. You said yes once, handled it well, and the next time, the request came back to you. Each yes reinforces the pattern. Over time, these small acts of dependability build an unspoken expectation. People don't just hope you'll handle it. They assume you will. Your reliability becomes invisible once it's expected. It's no longer seen as a favor or extra effort. It's just what you do. It's your baseline. This isn't malicious on their part. It's a natural human response to consistency. If a bridge is always there, you stop thinking about the engineering that holds it up. You just drive across it. You become that bridge for others. Saying yes slowly shifts from a conscious choice to a default setting. You don't even think about it anymore. A problem arises, and your brain is already working on the solution before you've had a chance to consider if you have the capacity to take it on. And this is where the quiet cost begins to accumulate. It's not a sudden breakdown, but a slow, steady erosion. The first and most significant cost is emotional fatigue. Constantly absorbing other people's stress, solving their problems, and managing your own without an outlet is draining. You become an emotional reservoir for everyone else, but no one is refilling you. This leads to the second cost, a profound loss of your own support system. Because you've never shown vulnerability or asked for help, the people around you genuinely don't know you need it. They see you as the one who provides support, not the one who receives it. So when you're struggling, you're often struggling alone, in silence. This can breed a deep, unspoken risk. It's not an angry outburst, but a quiet bitterness that simmers under the surface. You start to feel that the balance is off, that the give and take in your relationships is entirely one-sided. And finally, there's the immense internal pressure. You hold yourself to an impossibly high standard. The expectation from others is powerful, but the expectation you place on yourself is often even more relentless. The cost isn't a spectacular collapse. It's a slow fading of your own energy, joy, and sense of self. It's erosion. So why is it so hard to stop? Why can't you just say no or ask for help? The reasons are deeply ingrained. First, there's the fear of letting others down. Your identity has become intertwined with being dependable. If you stop, you worry that you'll disappoint everyone, that you'll be seen as selfish or weak. There's a fear that the respect and appreciation you receive are conditional, tied only to your usefulness. You start to believe that people value what you do, not who you are. This leads to the second barrier. Your identity is now tied to being useful. When people rely on you, you start relying on being needed. It gives you a sense of purpose and value, even if it's draining you. Stepping back from that role can feel like losing a core part of who you are. And finally, There's a practical problem. You often lack the language to ask for help. You've spent years, maybe decades, not articulating your own needs. The words feel clumsy and unnatural. Asking for support feels like a confession of failure, a violation of the unspoken contract you've built with everyone around you. It's a cycle that's incredibly difficult to break because it's reinforced both by others and by yourself. Being reliable isn't the problem. It's a valuable and often honorable trait. The problem is when that reliability is never reciprocated, when the strong one is never allowed to be supported. Strength isn't an infinite resource. It doesn't disappear all at once. It just gets quietly drained, drop by drop, until there's little left for yourself. Thank you for watching.